If you are interested in NDD therapy, my first recommendation is to fill out a screening questionnaire on my website and schedule a free phone consult. This will enable us to know if this type of program would be a good fit for your child. If you choose to move forward, we typically schedule a comprehensive assessment next. This is a 2-hour assessment that looks at a lot of different areas of brain and body function. If you live in Colorado, this is typically done in person in the office. We can do it over Zoom if you are out of state and don't have a local option. After the assessment, I will send you home with an exercise that you can use to get started with your child right away. Exercises are done at home every day with parents, and I tell families that this process is a pretty big commitment. They have to do the therapy at home, and I really recommend that you do it every day. It's really important that exercises are done consistently, especially if you have a child with a hyperactive stress response. It is not a big commitment in that they don't take a long time. Exercises are typically 5 to 10 minutes a day, but consistency is really important, especially if you have a child with a hypersensitive stress response. You don't want to start and stop exercises. Starting and stopping can cause some kids to get really overstimulated. I usually have parents do them at night before bed because some kids get very sleepy. It also helps families to get into a bedtime routine and they're less likely to miss it. Then we typically meet every 2 months to schedule follow up visits. We use those to keep track of progress and make adjustments to our exercises as needed. I encourage families to stay in contact with me in between those visits. You don't have to wait for our visit in order to reach out. The whole process is very slow. On average, I work with kids for about 2 years. Some are much faster and some are much slower. That being said, we typically start to see improvements within the first 2 to 3 months. But this is not a fast process. It definitely requires patience and dedication from parents.